Imagine a world without antibiotics, X-rays, or even Velcro. What if I told you that some of humanity's greatest breakthroughs happened completely by accident? Buckle up as we dive into the fascinating stories of 10 accidental discoveries that revolutionized our lives. 1. Penicillin. In 1928, Alexander Fleming was studying influenza when he noticed something extraordinary on a discarded culture plate. A mold, later identified as Penicillium notatum, had grown on the plate and killed surrounding bacteria. This unexpected phenomenon led him to investigate further, discovering the first ever antibiotic. Penicillin revolutionized medicine by treating bacterial infections that were previously life-threatening. Fleming's finding wasn't immediately recognized, but World War II drove scientists to develop it into a usable drug. By the 1940s, penicillin was saving countless lives on the battlefield and beyond. Today, antibiotics are a cornerstone of modern healthcare, and it all started with a messy lab accident. Fleming's discovery taught us that even failure can lead to triumph. What if he had thrown away that plate without looking? Sometimes, the smallest observations lead to the greatest breakthroughs. 2. X-rays. In 1895, Wilhelm Conrad Röntgen was experimenting with cathode ray tubes when he stumbled upon something astonishing. He noticed a mysterious ray that could pass through solid objects and create images on photographic plates. These rays, later named X-rays, gave humanity the ability to see inside the human body without surgery. Initially, Röntgen wasn't sure what he had discovered, but his experiments proved their medical potential. Within weeks, doctors were using X-rays to diagnose fractures and locate foreign objects. The discovery revolutionized diagnostics, making medical treatment faster and less invasive. Röntgen's work earned him the first ever Nobel Prize in Physics in 1901. Without his accidental breakthrough, modern imaging technologies like MRIs and CT scans might not exist. This discovery reminds us that science often rewards curiosity and persistence. Imagine where we'd be if Röntgen hadn't questioned the unexpected glow from his experiment. Curious about how other accidents shaped history? Keep watching, and if you're loving these stories, hit that like button to support our channel. 3. Velcro. In 1941, Swiss engineer Georges de Mestral went for a hike with his dog and returned home with an annoying problem. Burrs had stuck to his clothes and his dog's fur, refusing to come off. Intrigued, he examined the burrs under a microscope and discovered tiny hooks that latched onto loops in fabric. Inspired by nature's design, he recreated the mechanism and invented Velcro. At first, the idea faced skepticism, but it eventually became a global sensation. Velcro found its way into fashion, technology, and even outer space, where astronauts used it to secure items in zero gravity. This seemingly mundane hike led to a product used in countless industries. De Mestral's invention is a reminder that innovation often comes from observing the world around us. Next time you see a burr, you might think differently about it. 4. Superglue. Superglue wasn't just an accident, it was a frustrating failure before becoming a success. In 1942, Harry Coover was researching materials for clear gun sights during World War II. One of his experimental compounds, cyanoacrylate, was incredibly sticky but deemed useless at the time. Years later, Coover revisited the substance and realized its potential as a powerful adhesive. Superglue's ability to bond almost anything instantly made it an essential tool in industries from construction to medicine. It's even used in emergencies to close wounds when stitches aren't available. What started as a failed experiment is now a product found in homes worldwide. Coover's story proves that persistence can turn failure into opportunity. So the next time you fix something with superglue, remember it was once a mistake. Isn't it amazing how accidents have shaped our world? We're just getting started. These stories prove that accidents aren't always mistakes, they're opportunities in disguise. Stick around, because the next one involves a clever invention inspired by a hike with a dog. 5. Teflon. In 1938, chemist Roy Plunkett was researching refrigerants for a new type of gas when something unexpected happened. While experimenting with tetrafluoroethylene gas, he found that it had polymerized into a solid, waxy substance. This material, later called Teflon, was extremely heat-resistant, non-stick, and chemically stable. Initially, its applications were limited to industrial uses, but it gained popularity in cookware after the 1950s. Teflon revolutionized kitchen tools, allowing people to cook with less oil and making cleanup much easier. Beyond the kitchen, Teflon is used in spacesuits, electronics, and even in medical devices. This accidental discovery has become indispensable in both everyday life and advanced technology. Plunkett's work reminds us that serendipity often plays a role in innovation. Who knew that a failed refrigerant experiment could lead to one of the most versatile materials of the 20th century? The next time you flip a pancake, think about the accidental chemistry behind it. 6. Pacemaker. Wilson Greatbatch's invention of the pacemaker in 1958 started with a simple mistake. While working on a device to record heart rhythms, he accidentally inserted the wrong resistor into an electrical circuit. To his surprise, the circuit began emitting rhythmic electrical pulses instead of just recording them. Intrigued, Greatbatch realized that these pulses mimicked the human heartbeat. He refined the device, transforming it into a tool that could regulate irregular heart rhythms. This accidental discovery became the foundation for the modern implantable pacemaker, revolutionizing cardiac care. Today, millions of lives are saved or significantly improved thanks to this device. Greatbatch's invention paved the way for advancements in biomedical engineering and implantable technologies. His story is a testament to how mistakes, when paired with curiosity, can yield groundbreaking solutions. Sometimes it's the errors in our experiments that lead us to answers we didn't know we needed. 7. Synthetic dye. In 1856, 18-year-old William Perkin was attempting to create a synthetic malaria drug when he stumbled upon something unexpected. His experiment failed to produce the desired result, but it yielded a vibrant purple substance that caught his attention. At the time, purple dye was rare, expensive, and associated exclusively with royalty. Perkins saw potential in his failure and refined the substance into the world's first synthetic dye. He called it Movine, and it quickly became a sensation in the fashion industry. The invention democratized color, allowing ordinary people access to vibrant shades previously unavailable. Beyond fashion, his discovery revolutionized the textile industry and inspired further innovations in chemistry. This accidental breakthrough also laid the groundwork for synthetic pharmaceuticals and other chemical industries. Perkins' story shows how failures can open doors to unexpected opportunities. Without his curiosity, we might still live in a world where color was a luxury. 8. Slinky. The Slinky, one of the most iconic toys in history, was invented by accident in 1943. Naval engineer Richard James was working on a device to stabilize ship instruments when he dropped a tension spring. To his amazement, the spring didn't just fall, it walked down the table and onto the floor. This unexpected motion sparked an idea for a new toy, which he and his wife developed into the Slinky. After its debut, the Slinky became an instant hit, selling hundreds of millions of units worldwide. Children and adults alike were captivated by its mesmerizing ability to walk down stairs and other surfaces. Beyond its playful appeal, the Slinky found uses in science experiments and educational demonstrations of physics principles. Its simplicity and ingenuity made it a timeless invention loved across generations. Richard James's discovery is a reminder that some of the best ideas come from observing the unexpected. Who knew a drop spring could bring so much joy to so many people? 9. Saccharin. In the late 1870s, Konstantin Fallberg discovered saccharin, the first artificial sweetener, completely by accident. While working on coal tar compounds, Fallberg spilled some of the substance on his hands but didn't realize it at first. Later that evening, while eating dinner, he noticed that his bread tasted unusually sweet. Tracing the sweetness back to his lab, he identified the compound responsible and named it saccharin. This discovery marked the beginning of artificial sweeteners, providing a sugar substitute for diabetics and those avoiding calories. Saccharin gained popularity during sugar shortages, particularly during World War I and II. Despite early controversies and skepticism, It became a widely used ingredient in low-calorie foods and drinks. Today, artificial sweeteners are an essential part of the food industry, thanks to Fahlberg's serendipitous mistake. His story shows that paying attention to anomalies can lead to groundbreaking innovations. Would you have tasted a lab compound like Fahlberg did? It's a bold move that sweetened the world. 10. Stainless steel. In 1913, Harry Braley was working to develop erosion-resistant gun barrels when he made a surprising observation. One of the experimental steel alloys he created didn't rust, even when exposed to moisture. This discovery marked the birth of stainless steel, a material that would transform industries worldwide. Stainless steel's resistance to corrosion made it ideal for cookware, medical instruments, and construction. Its durability and sleek appearance also made it a popular choice for architecture and design. Initially, Braley's work was met with skepticism, but it eventually gained recognition for its versatility. His discovery not only improved manufacturing processes but also led to safer and more hygienic tools. From skyscrapers to surgical scalpels, stainless steel became indispensable in modern life. Braley's story is a reminder that great innovations often arise from solving practical problems. The next time you see a shiny stainless steel appliance, remember the accidental experiment that made it possible. Each of these discoveries began with an unexpected moment that someone chose to explore further. Which one surprised you the most? Let us know in the comments. And if you haven't yet, don't forget to like this video and subscribe to our channel for more amazing stories like these. Be sure to watch our next video on 10 tragic inventions that ended their creators' lives.